everybody. The first time, like the very first time that I physically struck a woman was, I would never fight a man. There's no advantage there. I have a clear advantage against women. Why would I ever fight not a woman? Shaquille O'Neal doesn't take 3-point shots, you know what I mean? You stay in your zone. But there's always women that are bigger than me. But the first one was, I was there with my sister. I was 13, she was 15. And she had this habit of taking her hand and just resting it like inside her butt cheeks. For hours at a time. Not outside the pants, inside the pants. And then she would go, not in the asshole, but right along the asshole. She played basketball, wouldn't matter. She'd just leave it in there. For fucking 5 years, what were my parents doing? Like, why would they even allow that? But anyway, whatever, they never told her anything. So she just left it there. And I had gotten this jacket, this bomber jacket, this leather bomber jacket for my bar mitzvah that I was super stoked on. It was the greatest thing ever. It was so fucking cool. And I couldn't find it one day. I remember looking around, I was like, where's my jacket? And I came downstairs, I'm like, Deborah, have you seen my jacket? And it was right next to her. And she fucking pulls her hand out, and she goes, it's right here, with the ass hand. She put ass on a leather jacket. You can't get those in the rain. And she goes, it's right here. And I just fucking lost it, and I spaz fought her for about 10 minutes. I'll fucking kill you! I hate you! And my dad had to come down and separate us. I was so mad. He was holding me back, and I was still trying to get kicks in, like underneath. Like, I want to see you dead! And my dad had to have a talk with me. He's like, Ari, you can't hit a woman. And I was like, why? Why is that a rule? That's a stupid rule. What are you talking about? What if they deserve it? What if they touch her jacket with their ass hand? What about if they deserve it? And he goes, oh, they'll deserve it all the time. It's really not about that. I almost punched your mom on the way down here. I was peeing. She was halfway to. I had to finish peeing, and I walked past her. She looked at me, and I was like, oh, fucking. But you can't do it. For some reason, you can't do it. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll take your word for it, but this rule does not make any sense. And I never hit a woman again for about 4 years. And then I went, my senior year of high school, for the second semester, we all went to Israel for a semester. I'm upper middle class Jewish. I'm not gonna apologize, I had a great life. Probably, if you had it hard, I didn't have that same hardship. So we go there for 4 months, excuse me, my whole senior year, and I was gonna lose my virginity while I was there. So this girl named Lissa, she was the biggest slut in my high school. She had sex with like one person ever. So, but she broke up with a guy like 2 weeks before, and I always had a crush on her. You know, you just know, I just knew I was gonna lose my virginity to Lissa Scatole. I even bought condoms in America, because I didn't know if the technology had reached over there. Like, do they not do rubber there? I don't understand. So anyway, me and Lissa and the whole class got to Israel, and we all split up and went to different kibbutzes. This is so fucking ethnic. I just realized that now. But a kibbutz, it's this thing that happens in Israel. It's a utopian society. That's what they call it. It's one village, and it's self-sustaining. So somebody works on the farm, somebody works in the dining room, somebody takes care of the kids. Like, everybody has a job. My job was actively trying to get out of any physical labor, because these hands don't just stay soft on their own. So anyway, it came time where I was like, I'm gonna go visit Lissa on her kibbutz, and I'm gonna do it. And I asked my counselor if she can give me leave to go visit her, and she goes, no, you can't go. And I was like, why? She goes, you haven't done a single day of work in 2 months that you've been here. She was like, no, you can't go. I was so mad. This girl named Orna, that was her name. She was an ex-military. And she was like, no, you can't go. And I was like, what? I was so angry. Like, nothing this fucking unfair had ever happened to anyone in their lives. And I was just so mad. I remember working off steam. I was dunking. I was outside playing basketball. I was dunking. They had these 9-foot rims, so Jews could feel like winners. And you still have to work for it, though. You still have to try. And And I was dunking, and she came up just to explain to me, like, her side. She goes, Ari, I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. I just can't. It's a bad precedent set. And I worked up the courage. I'm a good kid. And I worked up the courage, and I just go, fuck you. Like, did I go too far? Nope, I didn't. And she goes, all right, and she starts to walk away. And then I went up to dunk again. I remember getting in the air, and that voice on my shoulder was like, hey, instead of dunking this one, why don't you chuck it in her face? And I was like, that's a great idea. I should totally do that. So I jumped, and she's like 20 yards away, and I just launched one as hard as I could. I remember thinking, like, Lord, guide my hand. And I just threw one. And it had this spin on it, so it started left, and then it started coming back. I had the body language on it, like, come on. And it got about 4 or 5 feet from her face, and then I guess she decided she wanted to tell me one more thing. So Orna, she just turns and is like, and the ball is just in the air. And I know it's thinking like, oh, this is why I was created. This was my moment. I thought maybe one day to play in the NBA. No, it's I don't know what the word is, but destroy this girl's face. And that's what happened. She turned and she goes, boom, and it just crushes her. And she cried. You ever seen in like a bad special effects movie, like someone will get shot or punched, and then like a full second will pass by, and then they fly back, and you're like, oh, that's horrible special effects. It's not horrible special effects. That's what happens. This basketball hit her, she goes, ugh, and the vibration went like all the way down, and then all the way back up, and then she flew backwards. And my emotions were split. Because half of me was like, oh, I just chucked a basketball in somebody's face. In a woman's face. Like, that's real, like, guilt there. But the other part of me is like, I just chucked a basketball in some girl's face from like 30 yards away. It's one of the sickest shots I've ever had in my life. Smell the roses. And I remember saying the thing for like 2 seconds, like, ooh, I don't know what. And then she just like the Terminator, she just like gets up. She had a little blood, she just wiped it away and stared at me as she walked away. And I was like, I should have finished her off. I made a huge mistake letting her live. So she didn't do anything until the next day in the dining hall. She beat the fuck out of me. I'll just tell you what it is. But she walked right up to my table like this. I'm eating sunny-side up eggs. She just walks right up and just stares at me like that. And I look, everybody gets quiet because they all knew what happened. And I didn't know it for like 15 seconds. I didn't know what to say. So then eventually I was like, I just missed the dunk, just so you know. It was an act, and she just backhanded me. But she turned like this far. She bent at the waist. I didn't even know what that was till years later. I was reading a Golf Digest, and they were breaking down Tiger Woods' swing, and they're like, the power comes from the waist. It's not the arms, it's the waist. Like, here's a backhand. Oh, that's pretty bad. Oh, that's gonna hurt. And then she dipped and just, bah, as hard as she could, spun me out of my chair. Sunny side up egg was just flying across the room. I didn't want to cry. I was like, whatever. And then she picks me up on my collar. She goes, you touch me again, I'll kill you. Bah! As hard as she could, slapped me to the ground. And I never got to see Liz. I was, till like a month and a half later, we all like met up again in Jerusalem, and then I had a chance to bone her, but she wouldn't say she loved me. So I wouldn't. God, I was a pussy. I said, I love you, and she was like, that's cool. And I was like, what? And I couldn't just take it. I was like, do you love me? Like maybe she didn't know that was a hint. She was like, no, I haven't seen you in like 3 months. What are you talking about? So I was like, all right, I'll just go down on you and eat you out. And by the way, the only reason I've used the term eating you out is because at the time, that was the only term I knew. And I'll just say, it's a very confusing term. Doesn't describe the act in any way. And back in those days, when you didn't have porn at every fucking internet, you just get confused. And I remember looking at her vagina and going like, all right, I guess it's time to eat. Who eats like that? That's what I'm saying. Nobody eats like that. Who eats like that? There's nothing you eat like that way. Invalids eat that way. Old people. Pudding. So I went down there and I took her underwear and this fucking muff popped out at me. I remember there's like Beetlejuice. I was like, ah! And then I got through it and I remember going down there and looking at her vagina and going, all right, I guess. And then just like fighting at it. Like a baby pit bull, just fucking working it. And she screamed. She was like, what are you doing? And I was like, giving you the time of your life? And I lose my virginity for 5 more years. All right, you guys, I'm done. Thank you very much, everybody. That was my